Okay, machine gunning these out. Next one is Divine Surge Serena. Divine Surge is still viable. I wish that it was a little bit stronger than it is. I think it is weaker than Archangel, but it's definitely still viable and still pretty good. So you can use, first thing is you can use Truly Deadly Arson if you want to. Actually, here, let's do this. So this is 200 billion on slot 4. There was a Luna in this, but I don't actually think I was in her buff circle that much, so this is probably still, if I had to guess, pretty close to like 130 to 150 million, maybe more. But, because I think I was just flying around, so I don't think I was actually in it. But you can run Truly Deadly Arson because we do continuous damage, so this is like 18% bonus damage or 20% or something like that. This is going to give you more damage, but it's also quality of life because there's just not good stuff that you can get on this, on beam rifles besides Brisk Walk. So if you want to do that, you can, but you're going to sacrifice defense. And what I mean by that is on Peacemaker, we get access to Tactical Change and we get access to Defense Master. So both of these give us a lot of defense. And because this build runs so many stats, it's kind of hard to get defense. So these are the cores and the options real quick. You can ignore the fire rate core on this. It's from the update. It has a extra fire rate core it's not supposed to have. And then, yeah, just it doesn't matter what the options are, really. This is the inversion reinforcement. You'll see once I get my ancestor mod up why I have this. Normally I put this here in like pretty much every scenario, but honestly, this should probably be this. My ancestor mod has like 56% reduced range, which is terminally critical. Terminally bad is what I meant to say. But it's just so much damage I can't not use it, so that's why I have the range in there that I don't normally have, and that's why I have 2 different range mods in here. I just wish that this didn't have the downside that it had. I used just Breach Explorer for more damage because we can actually use it with Power Beyond. Archangel cannot do that because it doesn't have a ground dot ability, so it can't use this Breach Explorer mod, but this is 12.5% more damage, and it's still like 65% range, basically, so I think it's 68, and it's pretty good. Yet again, we just need 2 of these for cooldown with this in our reactor to reach the cooldown cap. But we build crit again, even though there's no crit on this ancestor mod because, or not ancestor mod, transcendent mod, because it's just, you just build every character crit now. Serena's crit rate isn't that bad, it's like 10% base. With what I have, I'm still able to reach 65% basically, 720% crit damage, so it's just a lot more than the non-crit build. But you can run this actually non-crit, and the damage is still not that bad. It's I forget how much less it is, but I want to say it's like less than a 50% difference in damage, which, I mean, if I was able to do like close to 150 billion with this, then non-crit's actually probably still viable if you want to do that. I'm not going to cover it because I think you should just run crit. But you could, and you'd pick up like more defense and stuff if you want to do that. Nothing else really to show here. Build crit, get up to the range limit on this, which is 250%. So if I didn't have this ancestor mod, I would change out probably one of these for like bio expansion or something, probably, which is one of the new mods that gives HP and range. I'm trying to do this video fast because Wall Crasher's coming up. There's not really much to demonstrate with this build because it's straightforward. You just smash things with your 4. It's a 1-button build. The thing that would be like really good though would be is if you could take off this and you could run Dangerous Ambush. So, but I need the range yet again. It's like all comes down to the range for me because I have this cursed thing here. But if I didn't have that, I'd probably actually just run like Dangerous Ambush because this is so much damage. Because you can knock things down with her ability, and then that counts as them being immobilized, so you get like plus 50% damage. So that'd be pretty good. Definitely would recommend that if you had the ability to do it, because you don't have a. That's cool. Ignore the beeping. That's just my computer being dumb because my mouse has like a loose cable. That's all that I really have to show for those. For Divine Surge, you literally just like smash this button. That's the whole build, and then you can heal yourself on demand. That's like the only differences from Archangel. I wish they had done something else with it, but they didn't. Alas, here we are. All they did was buff the damage without doing anything cool with it. You can run the HP dog, and then you can run just HP here. The main thing when you're playing it is don't use this. This just drains your mana and it doesn't give you anything. Unlike so we'll cover Archangel after this, but Archangel, you don't get anything for flying either. It's just a drain on mana. Just don't use it as a trap. So that's all this stuff, and then this is, we just run great cooldown. You need the cooldown for the cooldown cap. And then I run this for mana, but I actually just run it for HP. These two have very high HP on them. And like I said, it's just really squishy. So you could run Enlightened Mage if you want to. Like you could do the defense and HP Enlightened Mage if you want 6% extra base skill power. So you would run this and this one. But you can see like this has less HP, and then you're losing a whole HP module, and then you're just like gaining defense. So I don't like it that much. I'd rather just take the cost. I don't think there's another 2-piece that has this level of HP, so I just run this. And then yeah, we just run these for Plague, because she's singular based. And then this is the Arcade tuning. So I did experiment with going up to defense neutralization. I don't like it. I think you lose a lot. I just prefer to stay over here. I think if I didn't have my Ancestor mod that has the reduced range and I didn't need like these points, I would consider going up into here. So just something to think about. It might work good for you. It is going to be a lot of damage, but for me, it wasn't feeling right with what I have. So this is Chain Catalyst, like every other person. That's everything. Yeah, don't use your wings. I think I was able to cover this pretty quick. I wanted to get it done before Wall Crasher, so I had like 10 minutes to do it. And yeah, you just like, just smash into stuff. It does pretty good damage. So, as you can see. I wish it was maybe about 25% stronger. Or I wish that they put the crit rate that Archangel has on this. Since I have a minute or two here just to yap. You guys know I love to yap. So they did reduce the mana cost though, so that's one of the reasons that the mana on it feels like really good right now. I'll look at this video after this and see if I can find anything better than this. I don't think there's anything better than this though. At least not for like a 2-piece. This is also an extra high. 646 is the highest you can get for this, so I think this is the highest that you can get, and it just happens to be a 2-piece too, so there's like no reason not to run it really. And I think that this is also the highest pieces from Plague as well. Like I don't think you can get higher for Plague. Yeah, so see how that one's lower. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Just use whichever one of these, like I said, is, calling to you that day. And I think that's everything. So I guess I won't yap any longer. Just, it's good if you want to use it, but I do think Archangel's better. But if this had like 25% more damage, I think that'd be like pretty much equal. But this, I will say, this doesn't look like it's as tanky as it is, but it's actually pretty tanky because, like I said, if you have the defense ones from like, you just have sprint speed here, so you're running around fast, and then you have the defense stuff on it, and then you can heal yourself on demand, and this heals you for a pretty decent amount. You'd lose this with Archangel, you don't get it. So this heals you for 50% of your HP, basically. It's 8 seconds at 6% HP per 1 second, so this is 48%. You can use it whenever you want. It's just kind of constantly ticking, and then this knocks anything down that you hit. So it's actually like really deceptively tanky, which is what Divine Surge was good at before, is that even though you're running this low HP pool, it still feels pretty good to play. But you wouldn't want to use obviously full Plague because it's pointless. You don't get anything from the other one. But like you could run like Slayer. Well, let's do Enlightened Mage first, I guess. Since I can actually do this, we'll compare the HP. So this is 14,000 basically. And you'd put on these, and then you'd just run 2 Plague, right? So you can see you dropped like, what is that, 2,500 HP? So that's a pretty big amount to lose on this. You might be able to get away with it if you want to, but you're only picking up 6% skill power for it. So if you're gonna do that, you may as well just send it, like full send, and just go Slayer set. And then you're, well, maybe not. I don't know. 8,500. That's too spooky. I think you're gonna get 1 shot. So, it's obviously gonna do more damage, but I don't think it's worth it. Just, I think my current recommendation is what I would like to stay with. So I like having the 14,000 HP. It's just if I didn't have this mod, I would have a lot more because I'd probably just have bio expansion or something in here. So I think it'd be a lot more comfy. But this still works in OS4, as you saw. I had like 200 billion damage on it in a run, so obviously I did it successfully. And, well, I mean, it showed it in the screenshot. I did it successfully because there's rewards there. But you can still live it. It's like I said, it's deceptively tanky. Like, it doesn't look like it's that tanky, but it is. Just because you can heal and you immobilize anything that you actually hit with your ability. Like, stuff isn't just shooting you while you're flying around through the air with Archangel. But I do think Archangel's better, so we'll go over that next. Anyways, peace out, enjoy. If you guys know anything that I didn't cover that would make the build better, let me know. Because obviously I'm not infallible, so enjoy. Have a nice day. I'm going to go wall crash here. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?